is she? Alright. Then Kasumi Goto, skilled break and enter specialist, sentimental, impulsive, risk taker, investigate lover's death in connection to Alliance scandal. Poetry logs. Anonymous poetry poem logs. Haiku by Kasumi. Breathless, glinting skin, muscles working in rhythm, cloaked desire watches. Alright, now that's kind of creepy. Oh my. Looking at me now, his indifferent eyes smile. I am a puddle. Beautiful and good, punishing with his kindness, Jacob is perfect. Well, personal correspondence. From Kasumi to Mathatu Pellery, Blue Suns Omega. I understand from my sources that you were looking to expand your collection of antiquities. These are the items I currently have in inventory. I was originally commissioned to obtain them, but when payment was not forthcoming, they became mine. The prices on all items are open to negotiation. In your case, I may prefer favors over credits. Please use the same secure channel to respond. Inventory. Domed ceremonial headdress, Batarian. Da Vinci Mona Lisa. She has the Mona Lisa, apparently. Complete works of esteemed poet Zesothal Vas Ranok. The Koh-i-Noor Diamond. I wonder if that's a actual modern diamond. Turian Battle Spike, approximately 3,000 years old. Origin unknown, believed to be one of two, but missing its pair. Get on the thing. There we go. Thane Krios, Drell Assassin, achieved top rank in Hanar training programs, responsible for 1 hour massacre on Omega. Advanced Keprel syndrome makes neutralization a low priority. Kill methods. Preferred assassination methods. Human, rear approach, check shoulder to prevent turning, hands to chin and base of skull, neck snap. Alternate, check and grab shoulder, arm around throat, grip jaw, single arm, neck snap. Sorry, front approach, throat punch to collapse airway, arm control lock to neutralize biotics, advanced hip throw, grip chin and scalp, neck snap. Alternate, warp field on biotic barrier, step past, kick to back of legs to collapse knee, step in with knee to spine, grip chin and scalp, neck snap. Why not just shooting them? Side approach, low kick to knee, grab arm. Krogan, top approach, double strike to eye ridge, slide down between blinded target's rising arms, precision nerve strike to throat, secondary nerve strike to counter blood rage, quad kick to bend target, grip each side of skull, running, leaping, spinning, neck snap. Alternate, bomb. Probably the better idea, I'm just gonna say. Aw, Kasumi's got a crush. I know, it's so cute. Medical report, Dr. Chakwas. Lung capacity, 42%. Left side lung shows large lesions. Right lung has nodular lesions only. Antibiotic treatment, now resistant to Spoxidin, Melanorin, Alburicin. Metastatic progress, stomach, liver, minor, heart, negligible at this time. Treatment options, viable transplant candidate but refused to be added to list. Synthetic lung generation currently impossible for Drell. At this time, Mr. Krios should continue getting regular cardiovascular exercise in order to stimulate lung movement and prevent or delay the stiffness that causes lack of oxygen transport, while physical stimulation may also be beneficial in keeping tissue flexible. Any injury at this point will dramatically impact Mr. Krios' body and cause rapid degeneration. It is unclear how much longer Thane will be able to serve in direct action. Thane should continue to wear loose clothing that leaves his chest uncovered to prevent moisture buildup that could worsen problem. The Drell eidetic memory is often beneficial in allowing Drell to escape unpleasant scenes by losing themselves in happier times. In this case, however, Mr. Krios should try to restrict the time spent reminiscing, as prolonged sedentary activity may increase the rate of lung degradation. This suggests that what is best for Mr. Krios currently is to continue to remain active and to engage with other team members in order to stay mentally and emotionally stimulated. Grunt. Okir's Vatbred prototype. Threat to continuation of genophage likely minimal, but leak knowledge and location of perfect Krogan to Solarian Special Tasks Group. Extranet activity. Search. Krogan history. Great Wars. Genophage. Erased. Krogan victories. Okir, erased. Great Generals. Tuchanka, erased. Tuchanka. Ernot Rex. Battlemaster Shepard, modified. Commander Shepard, modified. Commander Shepard Normandy. Search. Animal fights, modified. Large predators. Search. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Earth Lizard Rex. Dinosaurs. Grunt likes dinosaurs! Oh, it's great. Recent terminal activity. Lysane, what you missed is me struggling to get back into the game because it didn't want to load the save, and me just reading this stuff. So, no action. Let's see. Recent terminal activity. Battlemaster Humans. Erased. Earth Humans. Human History. Earth Wars. Downloaded 6.1T news footage. Human General Historic Conflict. Warrior Humans. Okay. Great Humans modified. Honored Humans. Great Storytellers Human. War Stories. Human Homer Kipling Hemingway. The Sun Also Rises. 14% completed. For Whom the Bell Tolls. 100% completed. Farewell to Arms. Deleted. The Old Man in the Sea. 100% completed. Search Sharks. Recent transactions. Catalog order. Ultra Black Ops Mega Catalog. Video download The Madness of Sacrifice, the unauthorized biography of Warlord Okeer. Economy box Fish Dog Food Factory Tasty Bites. When Fauna Attacks, volumes 1 to 10. Batax's Hot Fish Spice. Vienia. Sorry, Confessions 26, True Blue. Hey, we should get Grunt and Jacob together to talk about that. For next special spotlight, Krogan Edition. Captain Cosmic action figures. Gar the Krogan Battlemaster with real smash your enemies action! Yeah, this is the Shadow Broker's terminal. Cerberus, rogue agency for advancement of humanity, founded in 2157. Active on both Citadel and Terminus space. Strong human supremacist overtones, classified as a terrorist threat by both the Systems Alliance and Citadel Council. Loss of credits due to the Elusive Man's direct interference in recovery of Commander Shepard's body has been offset by data gathered from the Lazarus Project. Withhold retaliation until Shepard's long-term functionality is confirmed. 1 year post-resurrection. Activity highlights. Manifesto published. Facility on Pragia constructed. Subject Zero born. Blah, 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 blah. Infiltration of human media begins. Specializing in extrasolar news. Project Doorway makes forgery of Council standard metacards and identitags possible, allowing agents unrestricted movement. Scott Examiner destroys credibility of Vera Safin, frontrunner for Prime Minister of Systems Alliance. Leak to Galactic Broadcasting Corporation stopped by agents in place. Operatives steal antimatter from SSV Geneva. Assignment goes wrong, but discipline holds and squad fights to the death. Sole survivor divulges little but names his sponsor Cerberus. Recruitment increases, but stringent standards slow growth. Erebon Military Industries purchased on Terra Nova. Legitimate arms contract to colonial forces. Models without serial numbers produced for export to crime syndicates and Batarian space terminus systems. Cerberus agents among humans recruited into Global Maritime Justice Organization on Trident. Assassination of 22 Solarian crime syndicate members on Trident leads to takeover of narcotics trade. Reprisals, bloody but tolerable. Milky Way Foundation created to funnel money. New Dawn Pharmaceuticals purchased to begin Project Trapdoor. Trapdoor experiments on Asari captives with Omega and Kephalin to measure disruption of biotic powers. Estimate 2.5 milligrams active ingredient for each 25 kilograms of body weight. Under 7.5, optimal to avoid detection by taste or smell. Permanent damage possible. Nanosurgery on Subject 0 successful. Pope Clement the 16th assassinated via rosary beads coated with sodium non-acetate and dimethyl sulfoxide. Death attributed to age and heart failure. Replacement, Pope Leo the 14th, has eschatological beliefs in line with militarizing humanity. Forgiving attitude to Solarians. Regenophage proves useful for strategic alliances against Turians. Inez Simmons resigns as head of Terra Firma Party. Frontrunner Claude Minot assassinated. Charles Saraceno much more tractable. Radium placed inside office chair of Systems Alliance parliamentarian Artyom Gavrikov. Gavrikov's death attributed to cancer. Emergency election much cheaper to manipulate than normal process. Cerberus-backed candidate loses. Winning candidate approached. Found susceptible to bribes. Oh, great. Michael Moser Lang approached by operatives in militia community. Insider information given for stock by contract severed, but I don't care about that. Probably should have done this as a bonus thing. I was kind of expecting a little bit less wordy stuff. Let's see. There's an extra space there. Successful acquisition of Light Shadow Pictures' proprietary Reality Plus video editing machine. Capacity to forge photorealistic video is now unsurpassed. Let's see. MSV Anaxara Sabotage. Catalyst added to metastable metallic hydrogen fuel by timer injection. Shipbreaks apart during FTL. All hands aboard lost. Turian Hierarchy Hawk Reherix Ursivus killed in the process. Explosion attributed to faulty engineering. Admiral Kohaku begins investigation of suspected Cerberus activities. See competition details for more recent activity. Elusive Man profile. Cigarettes smoked today, 4. Drinks consumed today, 7. Daily Skyball score, 160 over 0, 5th consecutive perfect game. Suit worn today. Julie Vorn. A light linen blend, okay, stuff like that. Sexual liaisons past week. Sani Shalani. Ilium Entertainment, sexiest human alive. Brooke Carragher, Skyball champion. Vela Vicious, Fornax Dream Girl for $21.85. Stacy and Steffi Strong, the Terra Firma twins. Matriarch Trelawney, twice. Oh my. Messages sent today to Citadel, Ilium, Omega, Earth, Horizon, Eden Prime, Thessia, Palaven, Tuchanka, Migrant Fleet. Captain Bailey. C-Sec Survivor. Captain Survivor Reaper Attack on Citadel. Prefers dealing with Zakara Ward's criminal element off the record. Ample blackmail material. Not surprised by that. Business correspondence. Listen up. I'm sending this out because too many of our new recruits don't get what being part of C-Sec on the Citadel that being part of C-Sec on the Citadel isn't like security on a garden world. Learn your district. Update your translators. Eyes are on us. That's it for now. Incoming correspondence list. Summary, previous day's council meeting, Citadel Newsnet, front page stories, sports, arts, entertainment. Email from his ex-wife, re-cancelled visit to the Citadel, VIP looters, dark side of the colonies. Report from Detective Nepatu Kasha on murder suspect Rose Jones. Note, Jones is innocent, see footage from camera, etc. Department of Citadel Rapid Transport, emergency news bulletin, cancellation of service from Zakara Ward to Tayseri Ward. Okay, nothing all that interesting. Arya Talok, de facto leader of Omega. 3 centuries of commando experience. Aloof, paranoid, excellent organizational and management skills. Let's see. Door opens and closes. What the... Callus Enrix? Who the hell are... Hey! Don't bother. Those shackles don't have a release catch. You mistake me for one of your clients or something, lady? Let me out. This was very good. The Turian's been at Afterlife for a week. Usually I spot them earlier. Spot what? I know you're listening through that speaker hidden in Enrix's collar. I bet Enrix doesn't even know who he's really spying for, does he, Shadow Broker? Shadow what? I don't know any... Wait, what are you doing? You don't play favorites, Broker. I admire that. But what I don't like is how you think anything twitches a muscle on Omega without my knowing it. Ah, damn it, my face! Feel free to waste as many lives as you want, sending your agents down to my world. Okay, listen, I'm working for a guy, but it's not what you think. I'm not... Ah! Door opens and closes. Recording ends. Note, Callus Enrix's death has not yet compromised our other agent placed in the Afterlife nightclub. Let's see. And our jugglers. Before you sent me the vid, I thought you were joking. Book them. I could use a laugh. Okay. Nothing else all that interesting. Anderson. Military correspondence. Personal correspondence. Recent transactions. Saren, a hero betrayed. Modus Valley brand, 2 bottles white wine. The truth behind the Citadel crisis. Ilium Elite brand, 1 bottle, gold label Arasa. The Path of Lies, a history of the Alliance military. Afraid of the Dark, Reapers, Collectors, and other myths. Clean Sweet Home Maintenance. Okay. Stephen Hackett. No picture of Stephen Hackett, whereas everyone else does. Yes, the elusive man has a large stash of space Viagra. Apparently. Let's see. We've confirmed sightings of Commander Shepard on Omega, and that the commander is now working for the terrorist organization Cerberus. Several Alliance officials have let it be known that they consider it crucial that we interrogate humanity's first Spectre on her apparent desertion of the Alliance and the Citadel. If we bring Shepard in now, we can gather an account of the commander's past 2 years without being pressured by the galactic media to leak potentially sensitive data. In light of this, I am officially requesting that you rescind your orders against Alliance contact with Shepard. Rest assured that our department is dedicated to the commander's safety. Provided that Shepard is cooperative in furnishing us with a detailed report of her previous whereabouts and current work for Cerberus, we anticipate releasing her from Alliance custody no later than 5 to 7 months from acquisition. Respectfully awaiting your reply, Major Antella. Major Antella, request denied, Hackett. And the Shadow Broker, classified. Mail Archive. Per your request, we've landed on the Yog homeworld and captured a specimen for your studies. We actually had to kill several of them before finding this one, which seemed interested in leaving the planet. Hopefully this means he's more tractable. I do recommend caution, however. These creatures may indeed be valuable shock troops or bodyguards, but their savagery puts even the Krogan to shame. As near as we can tell, it's part of their culture. They're not simple brutes like most Krogan. The one we've got is learning nearly as fast as a Solarian. He could be more dangerous than you realize. If you're reading this, my young friend, then you've eliminated the former operative Ketchlu and have taken his position. These past few months have seen you learn and grow at a rate I would never have credited had I not seen it personally. You already understand 17 languages without translator assistance, and your political predictions have bettered some of my best agents. As Ketchlu, you will command strike teams to gather intelligence and neutralize potential threats. Remember your training. Losing your temper costs you that priceless mind of yours, as well as the loyalty of your men. The Shadow Broker leads those who look for secrets. He must be trusted by his men so that he can, in turn, trust them. Gathering knowledge is a holy task, one I'm sure you understand, as you wanted to be off your homeworld so badly to see what wonders awaited you out here. Please provide an update of all operations, Ketchlu, and know that I am proud of you. To all from the Shadow Broker. Remove Operative Ketchlu immediately. He is too dangerous to leave alive. Engage only with numerical superiority. Otherwise, change all access codes and observe only. Provide no information. Ketchlu must not be allowed any further access to message ends. To all from Shadow Broker. Operative Ketchlu is no longer a problem. Discontinue code changes and resume normal activity. I want a status report on all operations by the end of the next solar day. Shadow Broker out. Okay. And that's about it. The Yog. Codex upgrade. Updated. Whatever. Let's see. Investment opportunities. Let's check that out. Success. The police quietly slipped you a cut from their raid on the Red Sand Factory. 3,000 credits. Okay, so yeah, these are all the things that I've done. Success. Admiral Hackett and the 5th Fleet have ambushed the colony raiding pirates. 2,000 credits. Failure. Certa Foundation's antibiotic tests have been blocked by Citadel legislation. So I didn't get anything for that. Embedded correspondence. Smear campaign. Success. A politician retires from public service after your smear campaign. 5,000 credits. So I guess this is just a way to get more money. Let's see. Blue listed. The Blue Suns are becoming dangerously powerful. Run a galaxy-wide expose on the corruption and tendency to turn on their employers. Clashes between Countries on the Batarian homeworld of Karshan are becoming frequent. Make sure no nation-state gains more control than the others by regulating weapon sales to all sides. Binary Helix is trying to develop hormone implants for Alliance soldiers that fall outside the Citadel's generic treaty laws? Shouldn't that be genetic treaty laws? The company is prepared to be very generous if you let them know when the Citadel inspectors are coming. I guess I'll just buy these for now. I guess this is just a way to get more money. Alright, let's go ahead and leave. I don't think there's really anything else to do. Sure you want to return to the Normandy? Yep. Alright, so let's see where exactly this puts us. Is this going to be a new star system that we can survey? I would kind of assume so. Yep. Hagalaz, Shadow Broker Base. Hagalaz is a second-tier garden world that receives little attention from the galactic community. A Solarian mining expedition initially discovered the planet, which was promptly strong-armed away from them by organized crime figures. Hagalaz's exploration rights were then sold to the highest bidder, which led to a brief burst of mining colonies in the 2000s, but most of those were abandoned when the other planets were found with more accessible resources. Though Hagalaz has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere capable of supporting life, its rotational period is slower than Earth's, making its day and night 98 Earth days long. I'm not sure if you could have an actual garden world like that. The intense heat on one side of the planet and the extreme cold on the other make for violent storm cells wherever the sun is rising or setting. As a result, the flora and fauna of Hagalaz have developed the capability to live in cycles of ice, flooding, baking heat, and dramatic air pressure changes. The biota of the planet has been largely unexploited by the exotic pet and gardening trades, since simulating their natural conditions is problematic for the average consumer. So it is a moderate world. I will do later. Kanaz's extremely thin atmosphere is mostly methane and helium. The Solarian explorers who named the system set up a small mining presence for recovering nickel and chromium used in making stainless steels. That is a rich world. Over here we have Thurasaz, a hydrogen-helium gas giant. Thurasaz has a decrepit automated infrastructure for refueling merchant vessels with helium-3, painted onto the metal in a Solarian dialect of the words self-serve. It is a poor world. Oh, there is one really close to the sun. Let's check that out. Aruz, a large rock planet with a pressure cooker atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. Aruz's silicate-rich crust is relatively low density. It was largely ignored by the Solarian explorers who first charted the system. That is a rich world. Ansuz, a large rock planet. Ansuz was once under development by a consortium of robo-mining interests, but an epidemic of accidents and sabotage cost the lives of hundreds of workers and eventually drove them off the world. Despite numerous accusations among the mining corporations and a dozen or more trials, popular opinion holds that the real saboteurs were never found. That is also a rich world. And I, once again, hit the wrong button. Really wish Escape took you back here. There's got to be one more. Yep. Isa, a rock and ice planet. Isa has a thin atmosphere of methane and ethane. Its borax deposits, largely trapped beneath the ice, were never considered valuable enough to mine since synthetic substitutes and alternative sources became widely available. Depleted. Well, I think that's the first depleted world that I've seen that I did not deplete. So this is in the Hourglass Nebula, so we've already been here. Alright. And Solo. I'll come back and get that stuff later. Where is the... There's the mass relay. I don't really need fuel right now. Alright, so all that is left is the Viper Nebula, rescue Dr. Kensu. So let's head down there. There's nothing else in this system. Now, for reasons that will become apparent, I believe I need to get everything that I can here now. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Bastzuda, is home to infrastructure that gathers helium-3 as well as military space stations that supply and protect the resource. Spy satellites are in abundance here, watching for undesirables entering the system or fugitives fleeing it. ED's travel advisory. The Batarian hegemony considers any presence of Alliance military vessels in Batarian space as hostile. The Normandy SR-2, while an independent vessel, strongly resembles the Normandy SR-1, an Alliance ship. Use of stealth systems is highly recommended. Boy, I'm glad you told us that after we got here.
Probe away.
Alright, let's look for any more large peaks. There we go.
Probe away. Probe away.
It's already poor. Probably don't really need to gather any of these smaller peaks. Just look for big ones. That might be big enough. Probably not. What about that? Still poor. That's good enough. I don't really care enough. Okay. I mean, I've got enough resources. I do kind of want to get everything down to depleted just for the amusement factor. Is this the final DLC? Yes, it is. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Ermola is home to infrastructure that generates both helium-3 and antiprotons. Both sources of fuel are restricted to hegemony ships, forcing merchant vessels to dock at Bastzuda to refuel before their journey. A sizable naval station is stationed at Ermola, its ships guarding the installations from enemies without and within. As with other planets in the system, spy satellites are ubiquitous.
Probe launched.
Also a moderate world. There's quite a few little peaks. There's some big stuff.
Probe away.
It's probably going to drop it down to poor, right? No, it did not. There's more here than I expected.
Probe away.
There's some. Alright, it's down to poor. That's good enough. Klogon, a hothouse planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and ethane, Klogon has been left relatively untouched by the Batarian hegemony. As with many Batarian planets, spy satellites circle it, watching for pirates or other enemies of the state who come by the planet to discharge their ship's drive cores. Yay, stealing Batarian resources! I know, it's great. Another moderate world.
Probe launched.
Let's take those resources, get more platinum. Oh, hello.
Launching probe.
Good spike of palladium there. would definitely like to find more platinum, just so that I am
Launching probe.
not likely to drop below 1 million. There we go.
Probe launched.
I'm not sure if those missions that you can do with the Shadow Broker have any effect on Mass Effect 3. I know that these the Shadow Broker DLC and this one do,
Away.
and I think kind of even if you don't do them, they kind of are canonical
Launching probe.
anyway, but I'm not positive. That's good enough. Unaka, a tiny rock planet. Unaka's atmosphere is a thin sheet of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Unaka has abundant metals, but hegemony protectionism makes mining on Aratot more profitable for Batarian corporations. A few aging spy satellites circle it, watching for unlicensed mining operations. Well, let's see if they catch us. It's a rich world. Well, what I meant was not the other DLCs, but the back at the Shadow Broker's base, you had all those little missions that you could do.
Probe launched.
That basically were just there for getting money. I don't know that doing any of those have any like effect on Mass Effect 3. I'd be kind of surprised if they did.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
And I know if you do this DLC, it's the reason why you are where you are when you start out in Mass Effect 3. Oh, hello. There's another spike. Where's the other spike? Let's see if I can get both of them at once. Good enough.
Probe away. Launching probe.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty minor, and there's, like, just little things. But, I mean, they do put a lot of things into these games that do have little minor effects, so... I mean, it's one of those things that, on the one hand, it seems too minor, but on the other hand, it also wouldn't surprise me if they had an effect.
Launching probe.
I don't know. Alright. Depleted there. Let's see, we're at 80%. I've not been there, which, let's see. Yeah, I guess that's going to be it. Alright, let me check something real fast.